I want you to copy and paste this exact strategy to gain 10 pounds as a complete skinny guy. Now, my promise to you is that I'm going to walk you through all the small steps that you need to take that no one else is talking about, and guarantee you that after watching this video, you will never need to watch any other YouTube video on this topic ever again. That's my promise to you. And if that doesn't happen, then you can not subscribing, not giving a like, or just clicking off and never watch me again. All right. So here's the strategy. I'm going to go straight into it. Step number 1 is going to be the main meals. I want you to take a look at your daily schedule and then just decide how many normal main meals you want to eat every single day for at least 6 to 7 days a week. So if you take a look at your schedule and you think, okay, I can eat maybe 3 meals per day, every single day, most of the days, at least 6 days out of 7, I can get 3 meals every single day done. For sure, that's good. That's how many meals you need to eat per day. But if you think, okay, I might struggle a bit, I might get 4 meals every single day, then no. The answer is no. Stick to 3. It doesn't really matter how many of them. I just want you to just decide. Right now, just pick. You don't have to think of what you will eat. Right now, you just decide how many meals you want to eat. All right. I don't want you to overthink this because I know as a beginner, you tend to think of a lot of things. So if I tell you right now, decide how many meals you want to eat per day, then you're going to say, okay, I'm going to eat 3 meals, but what should I eat in? No, just do not overthink it. Go step by step as I am going through these slides, and you will achieve every single thing and every single step by step. All right. So what are the main meals? Maybe you're wondering, what are the main meals? Now, your normal meal with all food groups. So a main meal is going to be, your main meal with all the food groups. Basically, we've got protein, veggies, carbs, fats, all that stuff. So all the food groups. It's not like a protein bar, So if I tell you eat one meal, you're not going to say, okay, I'm going to eat 1 protein bar. That's not how it works. All right. Now, for now, just decide how many. My advice is to eat 3 of these meals per day, and do not worry about what specific food you will eat. Right now, just decide how many. That's it. And by the way, you can get my exact meal plans and training programs and the exact strategy step by step that I used to gain weight. I go in more detail, of course. You can see it right here on the screen. It's the first link in the description. Go check it out after watching this video. Step 2 of this strategy is going to be the caloric need, roughly. So let me explain. We are not going to use any shitty online calorie calculator for this. All right. I know those YouTubers who are telling you, okay, now we're going to find out how many calories you need to eat, and you need to eat in a surplus. So for this, go into the first link in the description and check the online calorie calculator and put your weight, your height, your sex, and all that stuff, and find how many calories you need to eat. No, we're not going to do that. I'm going to give you the easiest method that I know and works very well for me, plus the most accurate way to track it if the method works, right? So I'm not going to only give you a way to find how many calories you need to eat, but also a very accurate way, the most accurate way that you can use to see if that number works. Because we cannot there's no equation that we can use in order to say, okay, this is exactly how many calories you need to eat. We cannot say that. And to be 100% exact, accurate, right? So what we're going to do, we're going to take our weight in pounds, that's very important, and then multiply it by 15. This is going to give us roughly the maintenance need. Now, the maintenance need is basically how many calories you need to eat in order to not gaining weight and not losing weight. That's the simple way of explanation of maintenance need. So for example, if you weigh 150 pounds, we're going to multiply it by 15, and we're going to need roughly about 2,250 calories every single day to maintain our weight. All right. what should we do now? We're going to start by 15 multiplied by 15, the number 15. For now, we do not care about the surplus. I know you might know that in order to gain weight, you need to be in a surplus. And yes, we're going to do that later on in this video. But for now, for this step, I don't want you to think of that. Just find your caloric need for maintenance, and you just focus on that. Just the maintenance need. Do not overthink this. We go step by step. Just calculate this number right now, and that's it. I'll teach you how to track if the method works and test if the method works in the next slides. So step 3 is going to be the building phase of these main meals. So we are still at the main meals. Now, at this point, we have the number of how many meals, main meals, we will eat every single day. And 2, roughly how many calories we need to maintain. Now, we need to decide what we will include in these main meals. So how to build them? I'm going to teach you right now. So as I said, these will have all food groups. We're talking about lean proteins, veggies, carbs, healthy fats. I'm going to give you some examples. The most important aspect here is to build them to hit your maintenance, your caloric need for maintenance. So as an example, if you say, I'm going to eat 3 meals every single day, then those 3 meals a day need to give us all the calories to maintain our body, right? So if we take this example right here, we need to eat 2,000 to 2,250 calories per day to maintain. Then if we eat 3 meals a day, then these meals need to give us that number. Now, do not overthink this. My advice is to think of your favorite foods that you can eat every single day and you don't care about them. And you can eat basically for the rest of your life and you're not going to get bored of it. So pick those meals and foods for most of the days and make them to have all food groups and count the calories for them. So in the first link in the description, you're going to get multiple meal plans that are already made by me. But here's a simple 3 main meals plan. So let's say for meal 1, we're going to have some eggs, some olive oil, some cheese, veggies, and bread. So you can see we have the protein here. We have the healthy fats here, the olive oil and cheese. We've got the veggies, the fibers, and then we've got the carbs, the bread. Every single meal, all food groups. Meal number 2, you're going to have pasta with chicken, with cheese, olive oil, and 2 bananas, right? Optional, let's say, for more calories. And number 3, we're going to have wrap with any kind of meat that you want, a lot of veggies, all the veggies that you like, olive oil, and potatoes. As you can see, in all of these meals, main meals, we want to have all the food groups, like I said. All you have to make sure for this step is to hit the caloric need that we calculated earlier. That's it. Step number 4, you need to add easy, zero prep, zero cook snacks. All right. I found this when looking for the best solution for skinny men. So I was thinking about okay, what is the main problem for us skinny men? Well, we don't have time generally to eat a lot. And if we do have time, we're not very hungry and we have a low appetite. So what the hell can we do about this? So then I found these easy, zero prep, zero cook snacks that we can have for a bunch of calories. And as the name says, it requires no cooking, no prepping, no nothing basically. So this is a step where we will create the surplus without even worrying about it. So to recap what we have so far, we've got how many meals we want to eat. We know how many calories we need in order to maintain our body weight, and we know what food we're gonna have for all of those meals. Now we're gonna add these snacks, and my advice is to add how many snacks you need. So in total, you eat 6 times a day. That means if you decided to eat in the step 1, you decided to eat 3 meals a day, then that's eating 3 times. And then if you add another 3 snacks, that's going to make it in total eating 6 times a day. So that's our goal right there. All right. Example of these snacks. What can you do? things like 100 grams of any nuts, that's going to be about 600 calories. Plus 2 bananas, that's going to be about, in total, 800 calories. So just imagine, you have 100 grams of any kind of nuts that you like, let's say almonds. You keep that bag of nuts with you throughout the day, and you just snack. All right, and you have 2 bananas before your workout. You're gonna feed your workout. You're gonna have 200 calories, and you're gonna have a great time. 800 calories at the end of the day. That's a lot. You can have things like protein bars, protein shakes. You will create the surplus just by adding these snacks. All right. And step number 5. This is I don't think it's the last step, but let's see. Step number 5 is going to be tracking your progress. And this is where you need, this is the method that I was talking about in order to check if how many calories you calculated is right or not. So the only 2 ways to track your progress is by looking in the mirror and tracking your weight. Now, because mirror is not very accurate, we need to track the weight. Here's what you need to do. Now, I know you do not give a lot of importance to tracking the weight, but this is going to be the only accurate way that you can do in order to find if this strategy works or not. And not only this strategy, but any kind of strategy. All right. So here's what you need to do in terms of tracking the weight. Sorry for the motorcycles if you hear it in the video. So here's what you need to do. You're going to get a scale, and every single morning after using the bathroom, you hop on the scale. You don't drink, you don't eat anything. You hop on the scale and you write down the number. After you do that, you keep doing it for every single day, basically, for 7 days a week, basically every day. At the end of the week, you're going to have 7 numbers, and you're going to put all of those numbers in numerical order. After you put those in numerical order, you're going to cut the lows, the first 3 lows, and the last 3 highs. So then you're going to get only one number in the middle. That's the median number. That's the most accurate number for your weight. So then after you do that, you're going to keep doing that every single day for weeks and weeks and weeks. And then you're going to only compare the median number from one week to another. That's the most accurate way to do it. If you're gaining weight from median number to median number, you're good to go, right? How much should you aim to gain? I would say anywhere from half a pound per week to 1 pound per week at max. That's it. You're not going to look from day-to-day changes because that can be water retention. It can be something else. So you're not going to take a look at that. Step number 6 is going to be, of course, training. We need to talk about the training. Now, I want you to keep it simple. You need to get a good workout routine. What is a good workout routine? Well, if you think of the muscles that you want to grow, for example, you want to grow your arms, you want to grow your abs, and you want to grow your shoulders and chest. Well, you need to get the workout routine that focuses on those muscles. And to focus on those muscles, you need the very good exercises for these muscles. And then you also need to train these muscles twice per week. So that's going to be it. And then you need to have high quality training. High quality training is basically, I would say, in 2-3 terms. So basically, number 1, I would say have a good technique. Good technique is a technique that allows you to train the muscle till failure. And the reason why you reach failure is the muscle, not some other structure or some other muscle. So if I do a bicep curl and I stop because my biceps are fried, that's good technique. But if I do bicep curls and then stop because of my shoulder is painful, then that's not a good technique because I stopped when my biceps could do more. You see what I mean there. And then number 2, I would say the most, another important thing is going to be training slow and focusing on improving the form. And if you train slow, you're going to have slow eccentrics. You're going to create micro tears inside the muscle. The muscle is going to grow bigger. And then I would also say progressive overload. That's another important thing. Basically, from week to week, you want to add 1 to 2 reps or 1 to 2 kilograms. And when you cannot add reps and weight, I want you to improve your technique and train slower. That's going to be it. Now, if you liked this video and you want over 30 of these snacks that I was talking about in this video, plus meal plans that are already made by me, plus a bunch of routines, then click the link in the description. It's the only link in the description. Take action today and stop looking like a boy.